Let's talk about Chrissy and Desmond Scott's divorce. Every time a perfect social media couple announces a divorce, the internet acts shocked like, oh my gosh, me? I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. When you have been married for real, you can spot what's fake from a mile away. Some couples are in love. Some couples are just in business. And sometimes they start with love and end up in business. And the moment your marriage turns into content, it stops being sacred and starts being a product. And when that happens, your fights are not private anymore. Your makeup moments aren't just moments anymore. Your apologies become script. And your date night, they become adverts. And sooner or later, you start acting for the camera instead of talking to each other. That's when marriage quietly dies, while the brand stays alive. And the production team, they are always in your house. Marketing changes behavior. If your bills get paid when you look happy, you start pretending to be happy. If your audience rewards drama, you start creating drama. If your views goes up when you cry, you start crying on cue. And now you're no longer asking, how do we fix this? You're asking, how do we film this? Marriage needs honesty. Content needs performance. It doesn't have to be true. It just has to be well performed. Marriage needs privacy. Content needs exposure. You can't serve both forever. That's why some of these couples don't break up when the relationship is broken. They break up when the brand no longer works. And the saddest part, they probably once loved each other, but when the camera came in, truth walked out. The moment your marriage becomes something you have to sell, it stops being something you're free to protect. That's why I would always choose a private, boring, peaceful marriage over a viral one that needs to be constantly performed. Because some things are meant to be lived, not marketed. And marriage is one of them. One of the quiet truths about social media marriage is that you start living for the audience instead of living for each other. You don't work things out anymore. You work them into content every time. And that changes how you fight. That changes how you forgive. That changes how you apologize. When a marriage becomes a business, one person usually becomes the product and the other person becomes the manager. One partner gets to grow and the other one gets stuck playing a role. Being perfect every day is work. Marriage itself is already work. Doing both, geez, that's even a lot more work. Real love needs room to fail, fix, and forgive quietly. The internet does not allow that. The internet keeps receipt. The internet picks sides. The internet never lets anything die. The internet never forgets. But some problems need to die so love can live. The strongest relationships I know are the ones you never see. They're not trending. They're not aesthetic. They're just rock solid. Don't let the internet into rooms it doesn't belong in. Once people feel entitled to your relationship, there's no going back. Get your marriage off social media. I know you're going to tell me, I don't know what I'm talking about. Social media pays so much money. It pays this much for this amount of views. Do the math and ask yourself, is it worth it?